Alright guys and gals, back out here in the messy shop. I got the door back in there and that was a lot of fun, let me tell you what. I got these somewhat straightened out, which I know it's hard to see because the light is behind me. I got it somewhat straightened out, and yeah, it looks about like I tried to straighten out a horseshoe. Dave will get that one. So I need to try and straighten them out just a little bit more, and then I need to do some grinding with the grinder. And there's a reason I don't throw a lot of stuff away. As you can see, these two pieces of angle here are 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches, and I cut them in half with the Sawzall, and they are slats out of the unload apron on a chopper box. Well, that is going to go right back there and get welded in there for more support. Lady, I believe her name was Amy. I don't remember the last name, sorry. She had said that they had the same problem with theirs. You know, and it's true when you run it with the door half open and you're running pen pack, these beaters chew everything up before it spits it out. So basically it chops up corn stalks and the hay and everything, which is a big part of why it takes so long to unload when you're doing pen pack. So I am going to weld that angle in there for more support, and hopefully that doesn't come back apart, because when it broke the spring, as you can see, that cylinder doesn't look very good, does it? But it still works. That's all that matters. It's going to be fun to get it hooked back up right now, and that door is wedged in there. I beat it back in there with a maul through where that was bent out. That guide was bent out flush with the outside, and so was this side. I beat the door back in there, and it's wedged in there pretty good right now. So I am going to weld this all up, and then tomorrow morning when I get it back out of the shop to haul manure again, then I'll run that cylinder down and get that hooked back up. And what I had to do, I fixed another spreader for a neighbor one time, and their cylinder wasn't bent, but the top got bent. I ended up just putting a bucket of skiller behind here and pulling it down, and as you can see, it's bent in right there. So that's probably what I'll have to do tomorrow. But anyways, it's going back together. Like I say, I had to do a little bit of cleaning there so I can get those two angles welded on there, and hopefully we'll be back in business. Because I still have to clean out the calf, the steer part of the shed. And I guess if this breaks again, just gonna have to pile all the manure on the cement pad for right now and figure out what we're gonna do in the spring. But hopefully welding those in there will be enough that it lasts the rest of its life here on this farm. So anyways, I am going to try and get that cleaned up and start welding them in there, and I'll be back with you guys in a moment. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see while I'm actually welding, but that's what I'm doing. welded all the way down. I just gotta finish the other side, about an inch left. Not the best weld job in the world, but should work. And I put the angles back as far as I could get them, but with the welds on that flat bar, I couldn't get them pushed back as far as I would have liked, and I really didn't want to cut them flat bar out if I didn't have to. It might be that I find something to put in between them, the angle and that flat bar. Because as you can see, there's about a half-inch gap in between them, a little better. Like I say, I'm going to have to try and find something to put in there. But at least this way, if it does bend back down, that angle's there to hold it from coming out. You can see my ugly weld. I know, it's not the prettiest. And the other thing I might tomorrow, drill 2 holes through each one of these and put a bolt in there as well, besides just a weld, because I can't get to the bottom to weld the bottom side there. And I'm gonna probably get some round stock to put in between here and try and weld it in there, but the problem is I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to get in there to weld. But maybe I'll just run it the way it is and see if that is enough to keep it in there. Worst comes to worst, if that angle or if that flat bar bends back down, these angles will still be out there, and that'll hopefully keep it as a guide going back to the other stuff. I don't know. But anyways, that's what it's looking like for right now. Just trying to use what I have instead of spending any more money on this stuff. So yeah, anyways, we'll see what we can find. If we can't find something to put in there and weld it like a spacer or something inside that. I have all kinds of scrap everywhere. You all can see that I don't really throw a lot of stuff away, and there's reason for that. Because a lot of that scrap comes in handy someday. And about the day I throw something away, the next day I'll need that thing I threw away. So I have a hard time throwing stuff away, because I had an old manure spreader. It was one of the first PTO operated spreaders, and back in the day of when I quit my job and was doing all kinds of custom work, I did a lot of custom welding too, and I got rid of a manure spreader that was heaped full of flat bar drop and round stock drop and square tubing drop and all kinds of stuff. Because my wife wanted out of the garage, and guess what? There was probably enough steel in that manure spreader that would have lasted me the rest of my life for working all this stuff, but I got rid of it. And I kick myself in the butt every day for that. But anyways, like I say, I don't know if I could get anything in there and be able to get the welder in there and even weld it in there. Maybe after I get the cylinder hooked up tomorrow and get the door open, maybe I could find something to put on the backside and then weld it and get on the inside of the spreader and weld it from the backside. That'd probably work. But and the other part of the gap is I had to try and do it right, that the angle here wouldn't interfere with the welds on the that are holding that flat bar, and they wouldn't interfere with the beaters here. So that's why it is the way it is. And really, when the door is halfway open or a little better, it should be right even with those angles for the most part, so it should be right behind those angles when it's open. So anyways, that's what it's looking like right this moment. So there's my shop cats. There's Mama Kitty. Anyhow, so that's that, guys. I'll try and make some more video hauling manure. I've got some other videos that are uploaded and scheduled to release for the next couple of days. I don't want to put everything out all up at the same time, so I like to try and keep putting out at least a video every day. So so this one you'll probably see in a couple days. You'll probably see manure hauling videos before you see this fix for repair video. I'm not for sure, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys and gals. Comment, rate, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.